India's Golden Opportunity in the US, EU, and China Trade War by CXOTV News. As the US, EU, and China trade war escalates, global companies are racing to diversify supply chains, secure technology partnerships, and find alternative markets. In this high-stakes battle, one country is emerging as an unexpected winner: India. Once seen as a secondary player in the global economy, India is now at the center of a massive economic realignment, presenting an unprecedented opportunity for growth, investment, and leadership in the digital world. The US versus China, a war on trade and tech. The tensions between the US and China are no longer just about tariffs. From AI to semiconductors, cloud computing to cybersecurity, the battle has become a full-fledged economic war. The U.S. has imposed strict sanctions on China's AI and chip industry, blocking key players like Huawei and SMIC from accessing American technology. The Biden administration's CHIPS Act is redirecting semiconductor production to India, Taiwan, and Japan, reducing dependence on China. The EU has also tightened regulations on Chinese tech firms, limiting their access to European markets. As a result, companies that once depended on China for manufacturing AI and digital services are now looking elsewhere, and India is stepping up. India's moment to shine. With China facing increasing restrictions, India has emerged as the next big global opportunity. Apple, Google, and Samsung are expanding smartphone and semiconductor manufacturing in India, moving operations away from China. Tesla is exploring India as its next EV hub, looking to set up a gigafactory after facing roadblocks in China. Microsoft, AWS, and Google Cloud are increasing their investments in India's AI and cloud infrastructure. With a skilled workforce, government incentives, and geopolitical alignment, India is perfectly positioned to become the world's new digital and manufacturing powerhouse. India's strategic moves, from factories to AI supremacy. India is not just benefiting from the trade war, it is actively shaping its role as a global leader. Manufacturing boom. India's PLI, Production-Linked Incentive Scheme, has already attracted $30 billion in investments, bringing global electronics and semiconductor giants into the country. The digital powerhouse. Indian IT firms like TCS, Infosys, and Wipro are taking over global cloud projects once dominated by Chinese firms. The AI revolution. Startups like Freshworks, Zoho, and Chargebee are expanding AI and SaaS offerings to Western markets, filling the void left by Chinese competitors. With the EU and the US seeking more secure digital ecosystems, India's IT and cloud industry is thriving like never before. The geopolitical game. India's rise as a global power. As India's economy surges, so does its influence on global trade, security, and technology policies. The India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, IMEC, is positioning India as a global logistics hub, reducing reliance on China's Belt and Road Initiative. Quad Alliance, US, India, Japan, Australia, is driving collaboration on semiconductors, AI, and cybersecurity, securing India's place in critical tech development. India's G20 presidency has strengthened its role as a neutral and trusted global partner for both the West and the global South. With these moves, India is not just reacting to the trade war, it is leading a new economic order, the future. Will India rise to the challenge? The big question remains: can India fully capitalize on this opportunity? If India strengthens its infrastructure, workforce, and digital policies, it could become the next global manufacturing hub. With the right AI and semiconductor investments, India can dominate future technologies. By securing strong global partnerships, India can become the preferred alternative to China for the West. The US-EU-China trade war has created the perfect storm for India's rise. Now, the world is watching. Will India seize this golden decade?